Question 9. In a random sample of 80 male students at a college, 28 said they frequently send at least one text message before getting out of bed in the morning. In a random sample of 105 female students at the same college, 50 said they frequently texted before getting out of bed. Let P1 equal the proportion of all male students at this college who frequently text before getting up, and let P2 equal the corresponding proportion for female students. Okay. For a test of the hypothesis HO, P1 minus P2 equals 0, so this is saying there's no difference between the groups, versus HO, I think that must be a typo, this should say HA. P1 minus P2 is not equal to 0, so that's equivalent of saying that there is a difference in the proportions of these two groups. Which of the following is a correct expression for the test statistic? All right, so what we're looking at here are 5 answer choices that show some numbers being plugged in. Okay, it would be helpful if we saw the specific formula. Okay, so the specific formula, I'll use this space here, is P hat 1 minus P hat 2, right? That represents our statistic, minus P1 minus P2, that represents our parameter, divided by the square root of P hat C, 1 minus P hat C over N1, plus P hat C, 1 minus P hat C over N2. Okay. So N1 and N2 just represent the sample sizes. P hat C is the combined proportion. Okay. So we have like some numbers here in the paragraph. Let's just figure out what is what. Okay, so group 1 is males, so 80 and 28. Okay, so let's write P hat 1 is 28 out of 80, which would be equivalent to 0.35. Okay. P2 is the females. We've got 105 and 50. So P hat 2, 50 out of 105, 0.49 something. No, 0.476. Okay, I'm looking at the answer choices and it looks like they rounded that, so I'll round it to 0.48. Okay. And then the combined proportion is going to be 28 plus 50 out of 80 plus 105. Okay, 28 plus 50 out of 80 plus 105 is 78 out of 185, which is about 42%. 0.42. Okay. So I know that the combined proportion is going to be used in the denominator, so I'm going to look for answer choices that have 0.42 in the denominator. Okay, so it's not choice B, it's not choice A. Okay, good. Okay, I also see I can eliminate E because E has like the sample size is squared, and that's not correct. Okay. I can also eliminate choice C because it has just one term in the square root, and we know that there should be 2 terms in the square root. Okay. So just by looking at the denominators, we're able to see that D is the correct answer. Okay. So what we have here is P hat 1 minus P hat 2, right? 0.35 minus 0.48 minus 0, right? Because the null hypothesis says that the parameter here would be 0. Okay. Now, of course, subtracting 0, you don't have to show that part.